Today I'm going to do two videos for the YouTube for you, Cavan, and for everyone else who is interested. We're going to spend the first video, which is this one, talking about why we are using breath and what we're going to be doing with Qigong. And the second one will actually do the two exercises I talk about today. So when I was talking to you, Cavan, we were talking about getting your back more mobilized, getting your body more mobilized, and working with the breath to do so. So this information is good for you, but it's also good for everyone, so I'm going to cover it pretty thoroughly. The reason in Qigong that we're using breath is that breath drives the qi. Breath drives the qi, which you could call function in the body. It's pretty simple. If you're not breathing, nothing's working. But the breath apparatus, the rib cage, the muscles that we use to breathe, and the physical act of breathing, of raising your ribs up and down, performs a number of other functions that are really essential in the body as well. When you take in a deep breath, your rib cage rises up, and the ribs are formed as if this is the rib, and then they come around the back of the body and connect to the vertebrae. So every time you breathe in, the ribs move up and they twist on the vertebrae in the back. The vertebrae in the back are the areas where you're getting all of your nerve connections coming out of. So as you move your ribs up and down, you're also massaging your back in a very subtle way and in a very rhythmic way. If you don't do that, if you hold your breath, if you inhibit the upper rib cage movement, you'll have all sorts of problems go wrong. And to name a few, panic attacks, decreased breath, so things like asthma, people get heart problems, people get heart palpitations, and you'll see all of those things go wrong when you have a holding of the breath. As you start to breathe in and out, you get a different cycling of very important functions. You get plenty of oxygen, which shifts the way you think, shifts the way your brain operates, shifts the way your moods operate. So those people who hold their breath or who do not breathe a deep breath tend to have a lot of problems with mood, oxygenation, stamina, and also emotional problems. So you can fix a lot of that simply by breathing. So the first thing we'll do is a breath exercise. The second thing we're going to do is especially to start moving the qi and the function down the arms and open up this upper shoulders, out the arms, and into the hands area. People who have carpal tunnel, tennis elbow, or any kind of shoulder problem will benefit from that exercise. And that exercise works by massaging the body in a different way. We're going to use 4 sounds. We're going to use wang for the head, ah for the throat, hong for the chest, and for the whole body. And these 4 sounds are said in such a way that when you say them, your body should resonate. So the sound that I make, saying wang, will be at a frequency and a vibrational quality that I can feel my head vibrate, my jaw vibrate, and my neck vibrate. And you should experiment with yourself so that if my tonality is not correct for you, try a deeper or a higher tone and see which makes you vibrate better. The same thing with ah. Ah clears the throat, and when you say ah, you'll feel it in your throat. You'll feel it often down into your upper shoulder girdle, and of course in the lungs. Hong, the last third sound, is made to resonate deep in the chest cavity. And the deeper you say hong, the better it works for you. Cavan, you've got a great voice, so this will be really good for you. And when you make these vibratory sounds, what you're doing is using your lungs and your body and your sound to make your whole body vibrate. And when you do that, you increase your blood circulation to different areas and you increase the circulatory system in general. And that makes a big difference in healing, because where the blood flows, the healing also follows. The blood carries the oxygen to the cells and also carries all of the toxic wastes, if there are such things, out of the area and through the kidneys and out of the body. So you need good circulation. That's why when we talk about exercise, exercise works. It works on a very gross level simply because you're moving your blood and breathing a lot. And so if you don't have the ability to exercise, what we want to do is get you breathing a lot and moving your blood. And the weaker you are, the more important it is to do the breathing and the blood moving without expending a lot of body energy, which needs to be used for healing yourself. So that's the end of the first section.